Well, you've taken your rest. You healed up. You're in the room of the three chests, and really the only way out that you can see is from the way that you came in, back into the hallway of the spheres.
There's got to be another hidden room somewhere in that hallway.
Well, there was that silver one, wasn't there?
Well, there's also the black one, yeah.
All right, let's proceed back into the other room, back to the crawl space.
All right.
Mind the evil green arrow traps.
Don't forget, there's also the statue of the gargoyle with the magically separated arm and body.
Yep, and there's also the portal at the south end of the hallway. There's the archway at the end of the south of the hallway. That is, which looks identical to the one from the beginning of the tomb.
Now, was there any silver door or silver stripe door near here as well?
Yeah, there's that one up top. There's the silver statue, and
right. Well, I'm saying is was there one around here where this hallway was?
No, basically it just appeared like there was just an indentation on the wall which became a crawl space. That was like an illusion, and that's all.
Yeah.
There was no actual door. It was just a small crawl space.
Yeah, I made an Arcana check and then disrupted the red. It was the red orb,
Yes.
wasn't it?
It was the red orb in this case.
Okay. So yeah, I guess I'll make an Arcana check and examine the black orb.
How about
All
the
right.
pink one? Since the red did something, maybe the light red will do something too.
You check each one.
Yeah, I'm gonna check black. Plus 9.
You sense a faint glimmering of magic from this construct in front of you. Just to elaborate again, it's a black sphere which sits at the feet of a hydra.
What about what does the pink one look like?
The pink one is Yuatin, whatever pronounce it, holds a pink sphere above its head.
Man.
Snake. It's another snake person.
Yeah, there's pretty consistent snake theme here. I'm noticing.
Yes, indeed.
I'm a bit wary on the black one, but I'll go with whatever anyone thinks.
I saw magic coming from it, and it seemed like the way to dispel or trip whatever magic there is has been to touch it or interfere with it physically. But
It's like poke it with a sword.
I can't say for sure whether it's a trap or whether it's
Well,
a
if you
trigger.
guys want, I can try activating it from far away with an arrow, but I don't know what will happen.
That's not a bad idea.
I say go for it.
Yeah, let's back up and you see if you can
yeah.
nail that thing with an arrow.
Let's,
All right, which way do we want to go?
You're going north or south?
I guess we can go up to like here northwise, and then be below the spear traps.
I've got like 10 feet that I can, or 10 squares I can do this from. So
Yeah. So he has some range for this.
yeah. So you can back up a lot further.
Oh,
Yeah, we don't want to walk into the traps again.
Yeah,
All right, so that's where you guys are gonna hang out.
Yep.
Got half armor. One.
All right, hold on a sec. I need to see.
Yeah, okay. I'm good where I am.
where
With the
you...
Vitruvian man.
Why does it go by fives?
Because it's just
Usual
because the default measurement is for 5 feet per square.
Okay, so I'll just have to do. No, I'll just do that. Okay.
Yeah.
Again, I will.
Hold on a second. And I'm going to hang back here.
Okay.
And duck, and I'm going to fire an arrow. Do you need me to make a roll for that?
Go ahead and just roll basic attack.
29.
Okay, your arrow flies past Bree El Rizore and flies straight through the black orb that is at the feet of the statue. And once that occurs, right near Neutro and the Dragonborn, Scorchmaw. Oh wait, wrong layer. You see an indentation form in the wall to the east, indicating some sort of passageway that's contained within. Once again, another crawl space is found.
I'm moving to the right here. of the statue. We should have El Resore test it for traps.
Agreed.
May you go ahead and do so?
Did it again.
I want to see what happened to my arrow. Is it still there? Is it past the wall?
It slid along the ground and it's hit against the wall. It's not damaged, so you can pick it back up.
Yoink!
You don't notice
Good recycle.
you don't notice any traps. You don't notice anything unusual about this, other than it just opens up into another passageway.
Let me take the torch and see if I can peer down it and see if I see anything.
I'll also look down with my dark vision if it's.
I think actually as an elf I have low light vision, so fire should be good enough.
I have an ever-burning torch, so whatever.
All right. Well, 23 is my perception. Oh, fuck you and your 8 bullshit crit.
Okay. You both notice that the tunnel just goes on and it winds about here and there. So it seems to just go on for quite a while. And what I'm going to do actually is transport everyone down to where the tunnel goes.
Okay, I was gonna say, 'cause, like, if I use basic geometry, I should be able to tell this is gonna interact with the other tunnel, right?
It actually goes down. Actually
Okay,
goes
so
down
it slopes.
underneath. Yeah, so it slopes downward as you crawl along it.
I really hope there isn't a Hydra at the end of it. It's just waiting for us.
What's with you and the Hydras?
All right,
Actually, I could be okay. I've got lots of fire.
All right. So is everyone else following along with?
Yep.
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah,
you were
I'll
going to drag us
follow.
all.
Yeah.
Are you
okay.
dragging us
always
all,
right
or
I'm dragging you all. You can kind of zoom out and kind of see where I'm dragging them down. Okay, so you keep on traveling down. This is
There we
a
go.
the tunnel turns twice but maintains its southward course, and then suddenly, around a last bend, El Resore is staring at a blank wall of stone. So it appears that this tunnel leads to a den of some sort.
Well, I'll look for a catch similar to the last one in the last tunnel I was in.
Go ahead and roll your perception. You don't quite notice anything when you start searching around.
I'll look for anything magical, any magical triggers or spells or illusions.
You may do so. There is nothing magical in this tunnel.
Looks like it's on you, Razor.
I'll
Is there
actually
any-
feel along the walls, thinking maybe the walls itself are illusory.
Okay.
Are they actually walls?
Go ahead and as you move along.
You want me to?
Well,
I'm
as you
just-
move,
What do you want me to do?
well, you're moving closer. You're doing, let's say, another perception check, and I have a passive bonus set on you for being more cautious this summer.
Well, I don't see.
We're
There's
not
no-
sure where to go. It's all.
There's no
Yeah,
hallway
there's
here. It just ends.
Well, again, you're feeling along the walls in this crawl space.
Yeah.
Are we supposed to describe to you what we feel?
right.
No. I'm saying do another perception check. You
That's
did
what
one.
you-
Oh.
You didn't
That's
notice
okay.
anything. Right. Okay. You notice that there seems to be a variation at this south wall, but you can't quite put your hand on it quite exactly, so you need to investigate it further. So just do another quick perception for me, please. All right. Through manipulation, you are able to note that there is yet another catch on this door, on this wall to indicate the door, but this one requires a bit more effort to force open. You're going to either need to give me a thievery check or a strength check in this case.
Go thievery.
We believe in you, man.
All right. Your thief is able to manipulate the door in this wall, force it open, and the crawl space opens up into what appears to be some sort of chapel.
I was thinking it was looking like a kind of a churchy kind of thing there.
All right. So as you begin to exit the crawl space, mosaic path like the one in the tomb entrance runs from the secret door that you've entered to pass between two rows of great wooden pews. The walls are painted with scenes of everyday rural life. However, the figures depicted there have rotting flesh and skeletal limbs, their features eaten away by worms.
delicious?
Where are those again? Are they like murals or like statues or what?
There's just murals on the walls. And there's a red mosaic on the ground that basically, let me just draw it out for you real quick. It essentially extends from the crawl space. Ooh, no, don't follow the grid. That's an awful thing to do. It goes from the crawl space outward and does not fill in the like that. There we go. So, extends out from the crawl space down between the pews towards an altar at the front of the room.
Is this the same texture material as the red tiles
Exactly.
that we followed? Okay.
Indeed it
All right.
is.
Following it
Traps.
the
Check for
first time.
traps.
Well, following it the first time was actually a good idea.
Yeah,
Or
following it the first time was the only way
At
we
least
got
we-
through
can I-
that
at least we made
arch.
progress.
Can I do a? I'd like to do a religious check to see if I recognize this mural.
Go ahead.
29, natural 20.
Okay, first and foremost, you notice that powerful magic fills this area, and it's consecrated to good. It's inexplicably consecrated to good for some reason.
Really?
Yes. The murals on the side you can't quite associate where they come from, but it does seem to indicate that these are and just as the rest of this tomb has been associated with some sort of great evil for some odd reason, specifically a demi-lich, as you might have been able to determine earlier from the message from the evil Esserak himself.
I'm
Now,
sorry. Say that again. Say that again. It's concentrated good, but what about the evil witch?
well, no, basically just the murals on the walls. They're mundane, but you get like an unnerving sense about it. Like even though the magical aura of this room is good, the murals on the walls themselves don't seem to match up with the aura of the room.
Okay,
It's like a conflicting sort of thing.
so it doesn't match up with the consecration of the room.
Right, yeah.
Do the murals seem to be portraying any scenes that I'd be familiar with from history, or?
Not necessarily, no.
Okay.
Um,
I was just asking if there's any point in making a history check, basically.
all right, and are you going to follow along the path?
I vote to follow along the path. It seemed to be a better idea last time.
I still
as
say
a
we should check-
As a religious figure here, I'd like to say, maybe not a religious figure, but I would like to say that if you're going to cross the altar, try kneeling before you go across the altar.
Okay.
I'd also recommend checking for traps because even though we followed the path the last time, there were still traps along it.
Before we kneel, let's inspect the altar to make sure we know what we're kneeling to.
Okay, so basically, a wooden railing divides this chapel as you go towards the front of it. For those of you that approach it,
That's the single line then.
yeah, there's a single red line, and then there's the little brown line towards the front of the chapel. That is that's the railing.
Okay. The squares are pews then, I assume?
Those are the pews, right? The rectangles
Okay.
are pews.
There's no one in the pews. It's empty.
All the
cathedral.
pews are empty from the look of it.
Okay.
I'd like to approach the divider.
Okay, as you approach the front, basically it's led to a tiered dais set with a wooden chair, a pair of brass candelabra, and two large ceramic urns, which I didn't quite draw on the bottom end. Atop the dais, a stone altar glows with an opalescent blue. The symbols of Pelor, Avandra, Moradin, and Bahamut are engraved on its front. To the west of the altar, you also spot a stone archway filled with a glowing orange mist. A human skeleton is badly rusted black chainmail lies on the floor, pointing towards the portal.
I'd like to do a religious check to see if I recognize this portal.
Okay, you're going to approach the portal itself. Okay,
I didn't say I was going to approach the portal. I said
Okay.
I was going to see if I recognize it.
okay.
Yeah, I guess I'll walk up next to him and do
24.
a Arcana check while he's doing that.
You're not able to discern anything particular about the archway itself.
Okay.
Alright, oops.
Roller
sorry.
T's moving me.
I didn't want to. I wanted to grab myself. I want to try a perception just to see if I can see anything special about these pews. If it seems like these are... I'm
And-
paranoid about invisible things. Let's
Okay.
leave it at that. 30.
Fine. 30. So where are you right now? Okay.
Right.
Yeah, you don't notice anything unusual. The only thing that you notice is that the pews can actually be opened up. Actually, the seat itself actually can open up, and something possibly is contained within.
Ooh, that's not a good sign.
Alright,
but-
Mr.
but-
Religious Person,
but,
do you
but-
know about this at all?
just to let you know, the pews themselves also your perception is high enough to know so the pews that you're standing next to are not trapped.
Okay, not trapped. I know this because I'm Catholic. I know a lot of pews do open up at the bottom, and that's where they keep the Bible sometimes. But actually, wait, no, they usually keep them in the front. So never mind. But I don't know, Mr. Religious Person, if this is something in your churches. I live in the trees.
Good question. Do those pews tend to be big enough to hold like people?
Yeah, they can each hold several humanoid-sized figures without too much trouble.
With images of zombies all around us.
Well, skeletons and zombies are certainly more compact. Or can be compacted, I mean.
Maneo,
You people are jumping at shadows. There's nobody here.
all right.
Fair enough, then.
All right. Well, let's see here.
I just start brazenly opening the pews to demonstrate there's nobody here.
Which pew? Can you tell me which pews you're opening?
And I just go down the list and to my left, like the one.
Okay.
Right here.
As soon as you open that pew, you notice inside of it 2,000 pieces of silver, essentially, like a large.
See, there's nobody here. Wait a minute.
There's money in these pews. Open them all up.
That's where they hide the collection plate money.
You notice a large mass of silver in the furthest back pew.
Dibs.
I'd like to cross the.
Don't touch anything. I'm freaked out now.
I thought you were the
You're
one
the
who said
worst,
there was
man.
no problems here.
No. I'm officially freaked out. This is too easy.
I'd like to cross the.
Sure. Go ahead.
I'd like to cross the altar here, and I'm gonna kneel, pay my respects to Paylor.
Sure thing. While you're
before I
doing
do
so,
that.
do an Arcana check, please.
No,
Do a religion check, that is, please.
a religion check, okay.
Yes. Well, as you kneel.
25.
As you kneel in front of it and you pay your respects, a chill runs down your spine as you suddenly become aware that the aura of good that's imbued in this room is indeed an illusion.
I immediately spring back up and yell, "It's fake! It sucks!"
The altar's magic is powerful enough to imbue a sense of good in this entire room as you kneel.
Fake.
You know what should have tipped us off?
Seriously, I draw my sword. I draw my sword and I attack the pile of coins.
You attack the pile of coins
I'm
and
serious.
it gets scattered as if they're regular coins.
It's all an illusion. I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to make an Arcana
I don't
check,
know how
Ryan.
I don't know how bad a sacrilege this is going to be, but I can burn this place down with burning arrows.
I'm going to make an
You
Arcana
know,
check.
that
Okay,
might
okay.
be... I would normally say that might be a good idea, but we're underground, or at least in a cave in a tomb. That would
That is true.
smoky bad.
Limited air.
To see if
Yeah.
I can try and spot any other illusions or see if there's anything else being concealed by an illusion or what it's being concealed by.
Okay. All right.
Weapons at the ready.
Nothing seems. You don't seem to detect anything again. And outside of the altar and the pews, the only thing you see in this room at the moment, in the southwest corner, is the portal, the archway leading to an orange mist, and a skeleton laying on the ground pointed towards that portal. Skeleton.
Priest, are you sure you're not jumping at shadows?
No, he's not. I go to
Actually,
this one. Open
Mr.
the pew.
I'm
All right.
Actually,
sorry. Someone's
I was
over
going to
the
say,
pew.
Mr. Arcana, if you could tell me, do you think by breaking this altar we might be able to break whatever illusion it is that it's sending out?
All right.
Couldn't
Now, just to let you know, Alzora, as you open that pew contains a large mass of gold and silver. Your estimation is about 1,500 gold pieces and 3,500 silver pieces worth of gold just sitting in here.
No, this is wrong.
It's gonna be freaking
So-
maggots.
Something's
What
fucked with
does
us.
what does my Arcana training tell me in answer to his question? Would destroying the object tend to break the spell?
You are unable to determine and answer that question based on your knowledge base.
All right, can I try a perception check to see if these coins are an illusion?
You may
To
do
see
a
through
perception
the
check on it.
illusion. 21.
I mean,
Fuck.
I didn't make
You're-
any roll for
they-
that. If you
You get
just saying.
okay.
All right.
Your perception reveals to you that these seem to be regular gold and silver pieces.
I don't like this, so...
You know what?
All right,
Church
I'm gonna-
leaves.
I
me
can't
around.
tell you for sure whether or not breaking the altar will break the spell.
Hold
But-
on. Okay, so what's this stone thing behind the altar here?
It's an urn essentially. It's like a set of urns that are just sitting behind it.
Speaking of which, where is the skeleton?
What are
The skeleton is laid right here, pointed towards this area. The
what are
skeleton
the
is-
urns? Sorry, I'm sorry. I interrupted.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
What are the urns made of? Metal or it looks like clay?
The urns are made out of ceramic.
All right. I'm gonna. Is there a lid on them? Are they open?
They're open, but they appear to be empty.
I'm gonna take. A quick
Are they
look.
decorated in any way?
They have some various religious symbols, much like the altar. They have a mishmash of religious symbols of good, which belays the evil nature of this room.
I'll be right back.
And they're on like a pedestal then, or like a table.
Yeah, they're on the top of the dais, more or less. You're standing on a dais right now that's kind of curved, and the altar is closer to where Mineo is.
All right. Don't touch anything yet. This is wrong.
While he's looking around, I'm gonna use my magical senses to check out the urns as well as the altar. I mean, in the same way as the altar.
We need to check out that corpse too.
All right, if you checking the urns reveals nothing magical in nature.
Okay.
As for you, we'll see.
I guess it's time to check out the corpse.
Yeah. Right about now, it'd be nice to have a badger to throw through that portal.
Why a badger?
Well, are you going to check the portal, Scorchmaw?
Well, I'm checking
well,
this.
yeah, I'm working my way over. I want to examine the spot with the corpse first.
Okay, go ahead.
Just, I mean, without standing where it is. Just
Actually,
what happened to it? If it looks like it was magically destroyed, and if it seems magical, and the pointing and everything else.
It seems to be just a mundane skeleton. I'm going to just draw a marking here.
Okay.
It seems to be like a mundane skeleton in black chainmail that is rusted beyond use.
Okay.
So I just rolled
can
a
I
20, examining it and the portal.
Okay. All right, Pace. What is your action right now?
I wanted to ask if I can use a perception on the skeleton to find out if that's an illusion as well.
You may.
34.
It is an actual skeleton laying on the ground in the chainmail, so that is not an illusion.
Okay, nothing about
Okay.
that's fake. All right.
Nope.
So-
Hey, there seems to be a lot of stuff going on towards the left. Do I note? I'd like to notice, check to see if I noticed anything on the wall to the right.
Okay, go ahead and make a perception check.
Do I learn anything from the natural 20 examining the portal and the skeleton?
Okay. So again, it's just hard because I've got a lot of things being thrown at me at the same
No,
time.
I
so-
understand.
Yeah.
All right, so you
I just didn't want to let that go to
you
waste.
are able to determine that the mist in the archway are imbued with a powerful magical curse.
Curse.
That is Scorchmaw. As for you, Mineo, searching the southeast side of the room reveals. Let's see what I find. Let me see how I can best describe what you find.
Oh dear.
You find, and I'm going to draw a little marking, just a very small. You find roughly right here, where that little red marking is, you find a small circle that's been carefully scribed in the stone wall. In that corner,
It's just like a circle.
yeah, a little circle on the wall.
I'd like to turn to El Rizora and ask him, does this mean anything to you, this circle in the wall?
I put my finger in it.
Just do a thievery check.
Okay.
You can't put your finger in it because it is a circle that's cut into the wall. It's not like a hole. But just do your thievery check.
I take my finger and I push it.
All right.
It's a button.
All right. You determine that
Yeah.
that this is a mechanism for a hidden mechanical portal within the wall, but you don't know how to activate it. But it's a circle engraved in the wall, and doing something with it properly will open something.
Do we
Jamming
know
my
that
finger
ring?
against it. Yeah. Is it vaguely ring shaped? Sized?
It is actually it's about the size of a coin, flat gem, or a ring. It is about.
Okay, I'll try it. I hate to. Okay, I'll take the ring out of the crystal case and I'll try to see if it is about the same size, and if so, I'll stick it on there.
All right. Doing so does the following. As soon as you put the ring into the slot in the wall,
Oh god.
you hear it basically falls into the wall, and they hear a grinding sound, and the wall slides open.
I scurry backward, swords drawn.
And I need to draw this out just because it's a.
Well,
it
that's
leads
one
into-
magic ring I'm never going to see again.
Sorry.
Well, I
Oh,
suppose
shoot,
we could have
that-
left with the magic ring, but
All right. So let me go ahead
excuse
and
me.
so it opens up like thus. Oh shoot, that's horrible. But
Ah,
yeah, it's. I'm trying to draw out these shapes, but they're not cooperating with me too much. So it opens up into a passageway, and my tools not want me to draw properly. And let me erase that little spot in front of you so you can actually see through it like a proper doorway. There we go. All right. So the doorway in the southeast opens up, and it basically opens up into a large room, and then immediately converts into stairs that head downward.
Okay, I think maybe we should finish our business here before we go anywhere.
all right,
Downstairs.
but
I was gonna
don't
say,
take it. I don't suggest we take anything until we find a way out of this place, so we
What I
don't
would
load
like to
ourselves
know
down.
is
Yeah.
what I'd like to know is which pews actually have things in them.
Stay well clear of the magical fog.
Well, I don't want to open all of the pews because I just get the feeling that something might be
That's
in
why
one
I
of
don't
them
want
that
to
isn't
open them.
money.
I'd like to see if we
Alright.
can test them, just at least see if they're hollow or not.
Okay. As you tap each of the pews, since you don't, they some of them sound like they have some stuff in it, but none of them feel like they're full. None of them sound like they're full or empty, really, in a distinct manner.
I have a metal chain, a 10-foot metal chain. I'd like to go up here,
Uh huh.
and I'd like to flick the chain towards the portal to sort of see if it reacts with the portal.
Oh dear.
Okay, as you throw the chain through the portal, basically, it goes through the portal, and as you pull it back, it returns as if nothing's happened to it.
Do not taunt the fog.
I'm not going to taunt the fog anymore.
Stop playing with cursed magics!
Sorry.
Let's throw the urns in there.
Do not taunt Happy Fun Ball. Anyway, okay.
I suggest
I
that if there
don't
is treasure here indeed, we can always come back for it. If
Oh,
we
there's
survive.
lots of treasure here, but
Yeah, I don't particularly feel like there's more to do in this room. Let's leave.
Yeah, I'm
Agreed.
completely and utterly spooked by this room.
Yeah, I'm ready to get the hell out of here.
actually,
right
hang on. There is one thing I want to do. I want to check this altar for any kind of secret compartments. There's always secret compartments in altars.
Okay, how you're going to go about?
I kneel down and I encircle the altar, looking for secret catches or something, like little drawers in there.
All right.
We find a 7-year-old boy.
Okay.
bound
Roll,
and gagged.
roll thievery as you examine the altar. The altar contains a deadly magic trap,
Oh,
which, fortunately, you didn't touch it. So,